little more Bart Winkler Show coming at you. We are talking NBA Finals, and the Denver Nuggets have won the NBA Finals. And I don't want to be a salty prick about it, but I feel little to even littler joy for Denver. I don't feel joy for Denver. I don't. I don't feel joy for Denver. I don't know if that. I'm sorry. At some point, a Nuggets fan will find this, whether it's live or taped, and they'll say, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And I'll say, I ask myself that every day. I'll reintroduce you to myself. I'm a Bucks fan who has gone through the small market thing before. And let me craft this. I'm going to craft a tweet here as I start my NBA Finals post-show broadcast. I'm going to say, from all of us NBA fans, congrats to the Denver Nuggets. Sorry that we were so busy watching and being invested in our own teams for 82 games and beyond that we didn't constantly praise your team at every turn. Now we've seen how good you are. Congrats. We'll try again next year. From all of us NBA fans, congrats to the Denver Nuggets. Sorry that we were so busy watching and being invested in our own teams for 82 games and beyond that we didn't constantly praise your team at every turn. Now we've seen how good you are, so there. We'll try again next year. I mean, it's very like me to try to pull cold water on somebody's championship run, but that's what I'm doing. Q says lame and then puke emoji. Very good. Losing Fat says, I'm happy for Denver. I'm happy it's a different team in the league winning it. Much deserved. Denver. Yeah, the parody stuff, we're going to see more of this. And I'm not, like, I don't get me wrong. I'm not like, oh, I wish it was the Celtics and Lakers. By that way. No, I mean, Denver, look, this is a fan base that for the first time is winning a championship. And they should absolutely celebrate. And they did. And they were tense and they had fun. And it was a ride. I just think that along this championship run, the Denver Nuggets fans acted very immature and very entitled, maybe is the word. I'm not quite sure the actual word, but they didn't do anything to win over favors. I think if you saw the Bucks fans, maybe we didn't either. Okay? Maybe we didn't either, but how do you not root for us when we got 60,000 people outside? I didn't see any shots at Denver. I don't know. I saw Sean Payton celebrating. I saw Russell Wilson. You think Russell Wilson gives a fuck about the Denver Nuggets? No. Payton might. He's been there a little longer, more invested in the town. Russell Wilson, Sean Payton? Come on. He's just there to show off his hot new wife. You guys can join the stream to keep me from talking. But, yeah, we'll talk a little bit, some NBA. If you're here, this is the second portion of the podcast. I did talk with Tim Shea as well. We talked some Brewers. Both videos will be available on the Dan Schani YouTube stream, and the audio will be Brewers and then this. So that's how we'll play that out. I don't think I'll get to any Carl's voicemails tonight. Carl's plays voicemails. I do have a bunch that are stacked up. Going to start to trickle those as the week progresses. And like Vincent in Anaheim called, and he was happy that I started doing lives for the Brewers. Well, that was like a month ago. But we'll play some of those. You can leave your voicemails, 402-915-BART, 402-915-BART. If you didn't get in on this live and want to comment on the NBA Finals or the Bucks or the memories or whatever you're thinking after a night like this, you're certainly welcome to do that. Patty likes my overpriced piano. Yeah, thank you very much. Getting a lot of YouTube comments. Ted Davis supporters ripping on my background. And for those of you joining me here at 10:10 at night, live on YouTube, it is not bright and sunny out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So you can put 1 and 1 together on that one. The other thing with the Nuggets is I think that, like, Michael Malone, I'm not happy for. I guess I'm happy for Jokic, but I'm not. Like a Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown. I like these guys. Jokic, I think a lot of my quote-unquote hatred is just the back and forth with Giannis and how I want Giannis to get MVPs, but people want Jokic to get it. And right now, Jokic is going to be number one when you're going, who's the best player in the world? He's had this showcase for the last 2 months that Giannis did not. Granted, that was because Giannis and the Bucks lost, but Jokic ran with it and was a dominant force along the way. I think what was his worst game at any point in these playoffs? Like 27, 13, and 8. I mean, he was awesome every day. Tonight, 24, 15, and 4. I mean, that might have been his worst stat line. And it's amazing. So credit to Jokic. I mean, I think what this playoff has taught me from a guy who thought he didn't like Jokic, I actually don't mind Jokic. I certainly don't like Michael Malone. And I think Nuggets fans, and I'm not going to blame them too much. I think that, this is the first time they're going through it, and we did the same thing. But to constantly be begging, like, you won a first-round series. The problem with the Nuggets fans is they won the first-round series against Minnesota and expected all of NBA media to talk about them then like they're going to talk about them now after they just won a finals. And we saw how good they are. We saw all the pieces, how they fit together. We know how good Jokic is. We can celebrate all their guys. They, Nuggets fans, wanted us to do that 2.5 months ago. I'm sorry, Nuggets fans. We didn't watch all 82 of your fucking games all year. We were busy watching our team. And then on national TV, like, maybe we'd watch you. You were on the West Coast and you were playing the Clippers and you kicked their ass. Sorry we didn't stay up the whole fucking night for that either. Sorry, Nuggets fans, that we didn't praise you this whole time. And sorry that when we're praising you now, it's too late. Screw you. That's my thought on that. Q is happy for the city of Denver and their fans, but what a crap finals. Tonight really was the game to turn it around. I think the broadcast, there was some discussion about this. The broadcast, and whether it was ABC or ESPN or whatever you want, the broadcast and the league did not do a good enough job making this feel like the finals. The Nuggets and the Heat both earned their right to be there. But then they get there, and right away it did not feel like a finals. Tonight it did. But for whatever reason, it just didn't have that same sort of pop or oomph or allure. And I blame the presentation, which falls on ESPN and ABC, and I think falls on the NBA. Like, the Denver Nuggets just won their first NBA title. And Jokic is out there. I've turned it off now. If anything cool happens, tell me. But Jokic is out there being like, hey, all right, we get to go home, I mean, I don't think they did a good enough job letting us know that it was the Nuggets' first championship. So I think the broadcast failed in that way. Beer Baron notes that I said about 20 times that the Nuggets will not win the NBA championship. I was younger then. I did not watch all Nuggets 82 games. Had I watched them, I would have known. Unfortunately, watching the Bucks games got in the way, so I wasn't able to tell you how good these Nuggets were. And I know that it's hard for Nuggets fans to deal with that, but that's just the reality of the situation. Brew Crew says, it was like watching your younger siblings do the same thing as you and then hating it. That's good. I like that. That's good. It did kind of feel like that. A team that has never really been to this point. Sure, we did 50 years ago, but, and did the Nuggets win an ABA title? That's not even worth looking up. But, yeah, this was a monumental day for that city, for that franchise. And we did it, and it was fun, and then they did it. It did sort of feel the same. That whole game kind of felt the same. Bucks went up big right away. Nuggets looked like they might be able to do that. Then it was tight. The Suns had a lead in a good portion of the late second, early third. Then what I remember the most about that game what I remember the most about Bucks Suns game 6 in terms of the gameplay is when it was like 77-77 and Frank Kaminsky was hitting shots. And I'm like, no, we have Bucks in 6 ready to materialize in front of our face, and Frank Kaminsky's going to come back here and beat us. And it was like 75-75, 77-77, maybe 79s. And then the Bucks started to separate a little bit, maybe 4-6, 4-8. But that it felt like that. And then the Nuggets broke away. Now, the big difference, though, was Jimmy. Jimmy Butler was doing Jimmy Butler things, both good and then bad. Stolen by Caldwell Pope doesn't quite have the same gusto as knocked away by Holiday, but a good play nonetheless. Evan Heffelfinger, he comments, couldn't be happier for my pudgy brother Jokic. Nuggets are a fun team to watch and will be for a hot minute. The best news, DeAndre Jordan has more rings than Blake Griffin and CP3 combined. Now is the best times of the NBA content. Off-season preview season coming soon on the Bart Winkler Show with fan favorite Evan Heffelfinger. Evan, yes, we got to break down some shit. Somebody tweeted me, what a shame. I really wanted to see Jimmy Haslam lift the trophy. I suppose that. Bucks have the third best odds at 700 on Sportsline. Is it Nuggets, Celtics, or Celtics Nuggets? And then the Bucks. Bart doesn't care, but the NHL final is also anticlimactic. Yeah, I mean, hockey, I think there's a little more variance. We'll see what happens tonight. But it's kind of the same situation. Miami team, 8th seed, rolls through their division, their conference, and then gets to the pinnacle, and then nothing. Or they fall short. They shouldn't say nothing. They fall short. Heat tonight, there was a lot of speculation around Tyler Hero, and I'm kicking myself because I knew all day he wouldn't play. Sometimes teams really stress the word available. Sometimes teams really stress the word available. Hold on, I got a comment from Scott. Other than hearing your lib BS on sports radio, your Nuggets takes were shit. Yeah, I was wrong about the Nuggets. Yeah. I didn't watch them every game, and ultimately I thought the Lakers or Warriors would get it done, so I don't know. I've done pretty good with the NBA play. Like, if it mattered. I don't think it matters. I mean, I once, when the Bucks were down 0-2, I said they were going to beat the Nets. And then they were down 0-2 to the Suns, and I fucking started putting out parade chairs. So, like, I feel like I know a thing or two about a thing or two, hashtag farmers. But, yeah, I was wrong on the Nuggets. As far as my lib takes, I've commonly talked about how the USFL was destroyed by Trump, and that's just fact. If you think that's me being political, that's insane. That happened 30 years before he got into politics in the way he did. What else is lib about me? I told people to wear a mask. I did. Wanted people to wear a mask because I wanted sports to come back. Also, this was a really scary disease at the time, and maybe it wasn't for you, but I had an 8-month-old son at the time, and I didn't know what it was going to be. So I was just trying like hell not to contract this thing that we had no idea about. Now, some of you may have been smarter than me at the time and thought that you wouldn't get sick. Well, I'm sorry that I put my 8-month-old son as a priority when COVID happened. Other lib takes. I'm really against when people just get like gunned down at a mall. That really fucking bums me out and pisses me off. Anything else? I mean, those are really the only things that I've broached on air that I would have let you know about. I might have also said like jokes under my breath, like just comedy, but nobody understands what comedy is anymore. So, Scott, if you want to retaliate or retort, I'd be happy to continue this conversation. Spicy Bart tonight. Well, I think there's a good fact. I see it all the time on my Twitters. Oh, this guy turned political and ruined 1250. It's not really what happened. And I didn't turn political. I mean, guys, I guess what? Love your sponsors and your contributors. Oh, okay. That was from Scott. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I just you might be right about what you think about me, but I don't say it as much as I think I get. Scott says gummy time. Now we agree, my man. HappyPlayCent.com, promo code BART. Cosmo says you weren't only wrong about the Nuggets, the Bucks too. Yeah, I fucked that up big time. Look, I think that I am a NBA playoffs connoisseur. I thought the Lakers and the Warriors would go far. I thought that they would advance. That's really all I got right this time. I kind of got these playoffs wrong. Now the Heat, nobody saw that coming. But I did say about the Celtics, I thought they were the only team that could beat the Bucks, but I think anyone could beat the Celtics. I guess that's right. But I did really downplay the Nuggets. And maybe it's just, I didn't want them to win. Whatever. All right. Drunk Matt Arnold, Ron and Rome. Who are you tonight? Drunk Matt Arnold?
Well, I'm not Ron in Rome. I'm Big Ron in Jersey. But
Jesus Christ. You know why I said Ron in Rome? Because somebody was blaming me about being political. And that guy would always get on me. And then he quit me. Wow. I'm sorry, Ron. That was an insane Freudian slip. Wow.
That's all right. Same first name. It happens.
Wow. Brew Crew says, you're not Gottlieb taking up half your show talking about how you're on both sides, but clearly one side. No, I'm on one side. I don't say it all. I don't, whatever. What's up, Ron? In not Rome.
What's with the hat, man? Is that the Flamingo Casino in Vegas?
No, it's a Ford Madison FC Flamingos.
Oh, what's that?
The soccer team I do PA for. That's a soccer team in Madison.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of the NBA.
Jesus, I feel like I'm really sorry I called you Ron in Rome.
Oh, don't worry about it, man.
Oh, man, I got fucking thrown off. Jesus.
I remember Ron in Rome. Yeah, he used to call in
he was
all
great.
the time.
We had a good time. And then what happened was I started ripping on Elon Musk for buying Twitter. Oh. And then Ron really got upset about that. And then he blocked, whatever. No one cares.
Well, no, actually, I criticized Elon Musk on Twitter. This is a good story. I criticized Elon Musk on Twitter because of all the porn bots that I get into my DMs since he
getting more than ever.
Yeah, bought the company. I never got porn bots, and then he buys the company, and I get I don't know, 3 or 4 a day, and it's weird. It's like all Asian women trying to say that they're new to town and they need to be shown around, or they got a stock tip for me. It's just weird. And so I just said, hey, man.
The one time someone slips into their DMs that is new to town with the stock tip, you'll ignore it. That's what sucks. The one time that it's actually legit, you'll ignore it because you think the rest are bots.
Yeah, and so I just complained to him and I tagged him in the tweet, and then he had his minions. So I told someone, I can't remember who it was on Twitter, but they were down about something. And I just said, hey, man, I suggest you start drinking heavily. And they suspended me for 12 hours because on the premise that I was encouraging them to commit suicide.
Oh, you showed me that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, how is telling someone to drink heavily as a joke, tongue in cheek? That's a line from that Johnny Depp movie where he plays that reporter, that famous Rolling Stone reporter or whatever, and his lawyer is always like, I encourage you to drink heavily as your lawyer. And I said, as your Twitter follower, I encourage you to drink heavily. It was tongue in cheek. And what's wrong?
What's wrong with drinking heavily? It's a good
That's
time.
having a good time. That's not committing suicide. And they suspended me, and I know it was retaliation.
Well, sorry, buddy. I'm also going to bring in Tony in Texas.
Hey, let me help you out there, Ron. It was Hunter S. Thompson, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yes. Awesome memory.
Ron from Rome, the best optometrist in America's Dairyland. And Ron from West Dallas, a.k.a. Ron from Jersey. I did text our good friend Chris Hero, who said Tyler was playing today and he didn't play.
Oh, you did?
No, Tyler was never going to play today.
His dad literally told me, let's go. Yeah, he's playing.
No, because they kept saying, like, they kept being like, Tyler Hero is, they like wink and say available.
So what, did his dad, he was in on it? I mean, come on.
Well, the Heat's fan theory is that he wasn't available, but Spoelstra did this to light a fire under Strus and Duncan.
I don't know.
There was one point in the game in the fourth quarter, they're like, the Heat are having a hard time trying to create their own shot. Well, Hero could probably do that for you. He must just not have been ready. But I played him in DraftKings. I still doubled up.
Yeah. Hey, well, what's interesting to me, guys, is that you can make a case for, these four top players in the NBA are all foreign born right now. Joker, Giannis, Embiid, Luka. I jokingly said I blame the AAU coaches because I am one. But, I mean, it just seems like it's a world game now. And the American star, who's the American star now? LeBron, Curry, and after that, who do you got?
Who's the American star? Tatum?
Jason Tatum. Wow. I guess.
What do you mean? Jimmy?
Yeah, but it's not exactly like Bird, Jordan, Magic,
Yeah, Tony.
Curry and LeBron?
Curry and LeBron, yes, but they're on their back end of their career.
Wait, do you want to come Bird, Jordan, Magic?
I'm talking prime Bird, Jordan, Magic is like what you're seeing right now.
Oh, okay, because like
I didn't
LeBron and Curry, LeBron in a third is pretty close to that.
I didn't set that up right, but what I'm saying is the foreign-born players right now are in their peak, and they're the ones that are getting the titles. I mean, Steph got one last year, kind of got a little lucky, but nonetheless got one last year. But who are the younger American stars right now in the league? Tatum, okay.
MarJon,
who's looking good, right?
Professional reset, as you would say. Tony in Texas. Fucking Ron in Jersey.
You got it right this time, Bart.
Cone roller.
Hey.
Oh, cone roller.
What's up, boys?
What's up, Cone?
What's up, Cone?
I'm getting good play on my Nuggets tweet, by the way. I tweeted from all of us NBA fans, congrats to the Denver Nuggets. Sorry we were so busy watching and being invested in our own teams for 82 games and beyond that we didn't constantly praise your team at every turn. Now we've seen how good you are, so we'll try again next year. The guy that I keep using as an example for why I hate Nuggets fans, Hardwood Peroxum, retweeted me, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's a nice politically correct national Bart type of tweet.
Agreed. But is that story really out there? Do those Nuggets fans, are they dunking in the average NBA fans' faces over this?
I got somebody here telling me that Nuggets fans, who said that? That Nuggets, like the Nuggets are a very soft third for them out there. Like they'd rather have the Rockies win. I don't know about that. No, Nuggets are
not good, Bart.
Bronco, I mean, what is it? Nuggets? No, Nuggets aren't third. Rockies are dead last. Avalanche, and Broncos have to be first. And then Avalanche or Nuggets, depending on who you are. And then
Avalanche.
Denver is kind of like it is down here in Phoenix too. I mean, you get so many transplants. It's you don't have those diehard that's embedded like.
Nugget fan 009 says, "Who gives a fuck what you have to say?" I mean, that is such an awful retort on Twitter because you are proclaiming that you do by showing me you're angry about it. You can't. If you're angry about my tweet, you can be angry about my tweet.
Hey,
Let's go for all tweets, but you can't be like, "Who cares?" Well, you clearly do because you comment.
Yeah. Low key, the Nuggets might be the worst NBA name. Nuggets. If you think about it, Nuggets.
The Nuggets better than the Packers. We have the worst fucking name ever.
The Packers, yeah. How many times do you get Fudge Packers?
What? Well, I don't want to.
My New York
Prime-
buddies always
Prime
whip me
Month,
out.
right?
I'm not even thinking about like that. I'm just, it's a bad name. Christ. Ron, you kind of talked and then I talked over you. Was there any NBA thoughts you had?
NBA, no, but I've been to Denver, and I think to Cohen's point, it is a huge transplant city, and there's a great Wisconsin bar there called Swanky's, man. If you're ever in Denver, go to Swanky's.
No free ads.
Sorry about that. Well, I don't think Swanky's.
I'm gonna bill Swanky's tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think Denver Swanky's would be a sponsor of this show.
Why? The Wisconsin bar. I could have like a Bart Winkler bar network where every time I drive, bars show
Bart's got a satellite fan base. We're worldwide.
I mean, look who's talking right the fuck now.
That's true. We got Arizona, Texas, and Jersey in the house.
Phoenix.
All we need is a Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. I'm fucking Mr. 305 worldwide, dog.
We've got no one from Milwaukee there right now.
I don't know where this person's from. Madison's all over the place. She says, Warriors aren't winning another ring. They are old. LeBron is old. Kings are young. Memphis is young. Nuggets are young. Denver will be the best team in the West for at least the next 2 years. KD is trash. Dallas ain't good enough. AD ain't good enough.
Facts. But
hey, Code, who's in worse shape?
He wasn't the best team out east. Bucks, Boston.
Code.
What was that, Tony?
You got Ja with his gun addiction. You got Zion with his porn star addiction. Which young superstar is in a worse scenario right now?
I think it's got to be Ja, just because he's facing league punishment. Zion's off the court stuff though is a tough look.
Come on,
especially
man.
For a guy who has not performed at all in the NBA.
Zion's definitely performing. It's just not on the court. Cone.
He must be feeling Zion mode only at night after the game.
MC says Rockies were 9th in attendance last year in a 68-win season, 35 per.
Yeah, they get a good crowd there. I've been to a game there.
No, they must. The only way that happens if you're that bad, you got to have like Paige Sporanic has to have fucking residency there if you're that fucking drawing that many fans. You guys are all going to miss out on Friday, Sporanic night.
But what's the expectation with this Nuggets core of Jokic and Murray going forward? Is it crazy to think they can get 3 rings?
Well, who are the other options? Madison just talked about them all. The Kings aren't going to win.
No.
The Mavs aren't going to win.
No.
The Lakers are probably one more hurrah, whatever they build.
Maybe.
They're
the closest out of those.
The Warriors, it depends what they do with Poole.
I still say Utah.
Clippers, if they ever play like a full season.
Hey, Bart, when you were on National, I called it.
The Memphis is going to lose Ja for half a season.
Yeah. I still
all these guys are under contract through at least the next 2 years. Like, if I'm the Nuggets,
is it dynasty or bust?
Hey, if I'm the Bart Winkler in Denver tomorrow is like, he goes, hey, this is the greatest day of my life. I've been waiting for this for 39 years. Now it's time to get a fucking another one.
Yep.
The celebration's over as of right now. This is the quest for 2. That's how I think they're set up. Yeah, absolutely.
I think
Bills is in the comments saying get Shauna in here, man.
Who?
Shauna. She's like Tony from Texas After Dark.
Yeah, I've not interacted with her.
No.
Shout out to Shauna, diehard Badger fan.
She's a diehard Lindsay fan. She's obsessed with Lindsay.
Lindsay who?
The guy on the Badgers.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So is the Spoelstra hype coming down now? Can we agree that he is not
a player
you would take over 30 NBA players?
No. Okay. First of all, Spoelstra has earned his keep, Cohen. And
absolutely. I'm not saying he should be fired.
No, Spoelstra has earned his definitely his status. And Bart's absolutely right about Michael Malone, who's still a hack. He's kind of like Bud, put an asterisk by that title. I can't believe that guy actually won a title. And this is the most I've heard Michael Malone speak the last couple of weeks. And what an idiot that guy is. So no, Spoelstra is still the best coach in the league. Cone.
But
I
are
don't know,
you?
the best
Michael
coach in the league.
Michael Malone's a defending champ.
Yeah, so is Bud. He's out of a job. No
You
one
can't say
hyped.
it's a fraud championship, though, Tony.
There's a lot of coaches that win titles that don't have jobs. Doc Rivers.
Facts.
But to Cohen's point, he is the best coach in the league, but the best coach in the league isn't worth the best 30 players in the league. So I'll agree with Cohen there.
Yeah, that was that Imig with that take.
Yeah, I was revisiting the Paul Imig draft.
Hey, speaking of
I
that,
said I'll talk to him tomorrow. I will.
hey,
I will have
Imig,
words.
big musical guy, Cone. I saw Aaron Rodgers was at the Tony Awards. You want to comment on that?
Looks like he's enjoying New York. All the credit to him. Hope he's getting right before the season and cheering on the Jets.
Right.
This is a Packers podcast. He's not our quarterback, so it's not like, would we talk about if Derek Carr went to Taylor Swift? Who gives a fuck?
I'm not saying he's doing crack in the Himalayas like some people are, but
yeah.
Well, it seems that the Packer beat is missing Aaron Rodgers, because that's all I hear about when I turn on the news and the internet. It's all Rodgers all the time.
There's 90 guys on that roster. You're telling me they can't find one or two good stories that
I think Jordan Love pressers are boring.
Jordan Love, I mean,
did someone say that?
No, but I think that's what it is. I mean, he's a young quarterback. He's not going to say much in a press conference anyway.
Yeah, and I think for maybe I can't speak for anyone. I'm not on the Packers beat, but I think when Jordan Love might answer your question oh yeah, Rob, well, it's yeah. But if Aaron Rodgers says, yeah, Rob, you're like, Aaron Rodgers said my name. Jordan Love doesn't have that cachet yet.
Yeah, I would rather listen to Radio 4 hours filling in for Bart than hear Jordan Love for 10 minutes. I can't handle that Jordan Love presser, Cone. It is so bad and boring.
Well, yeah, just like most sports fans, we follow our teams for the pressers.
Well, you obviously need it for sports media.
Well, yeah, but none of you guys gave a shit about that.
True.
When I would play a presser, I would interact with the presser. I would say, all right, here's what's going on. This is why it's important. Some of these other shows on my station, the afternoon one, called the Wendy's Big Show, it'd be like, all right, Joe Barry spoke 3 days ago. Play 15 minutes.
Go to Wendy's.
I'd be working and start coming back. Rami, what are you doing? Oh, we're playing James Campen. What?
James Campen.
Go back in there. Do a radio show. You knuckle nuts.
I know Bart's take on Aaron. What about Cohen and Tony's take? Are you rooting for Aaron Rodgers and the Jets this year?
I'm not rooting against him.
Okay.
I will say this: if he starts to bash the Packers more, I might. But I kind of take Horvat's view on this. So when he talks about the Packers, he's talking about the guys upstairs. He's not talking about Bart, you or me.
Tony, you're rocking some guns in that tight Packers shirt, man. You been on some good dates lately?
Yeah, I've been getting out there, Ron. Winning basketball games and going out to the bars afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Michael Malone
moms from your AAU team.
Yeah,
Michael Malone said we want more. We want more.
Did he?
Your bust. That's the story.
Hey, look,
Denver Sports Radio tomorrow.
Hey, I went from downplaying this Nuggets team to thinking that we are in the beginning of a dynasty.
Well, everyone's in a rebuild out west, and that's what I called your national show, and you kind of haphazardly threw it to the side. But Utah gave up too soon, I think.
We need Utah. Oh yeah, you did say that.
I called it. I really
no, they didn't. They hated. Everyone hated each other on that team.
I don't know no one's thinking about Utah, but I thought they gave up on Gobert and Mitchell a little too early.
Well, I'm hearing that Karl Anthony Towns is available this offseason.
Now we're talking.
Could a team in the West pick him up and be a contender?
That's the guy we got to look at. And Fred VanVleet. Let's make this
Fred.
Useful and pick this guy up. Get VanVleet.
I do not want Cat. I'm just saying he could go somewhere else in the West and could shake things up. West is up.
I wanted long to see, for obvious reasons. I believe I'm wearing Warriors sweatpants right now. I am. They're one of the few that still fit. But I think that my Warriors and my Bucks. That was a title that we wanted to see for a long time. I want to see a title match for a long time, but I think the NBA now needs a Giannis Jokic finals. Do we not?
Yeah, we never got
for the NBA.
We never got Mahomes and Rodgers like the NFL wanted. So yeah.
Although even if we had I want to talk about this again. Even if we had a Giannis Jokic finals, what would the NBA do to present it? Because I thought they absolutely dropped the ball on their presentation of these finals.
I told you that last week, Bart.
I agreed with you.
ESPN sucks on all their shit, man. And
like this was the Nuggets' first NBA finals.
It was
it feel like that.
It was terrible. I think, like, I don't know what they're doing with that production, but there is no atmosphere. This game actually felt like a finals game, finally. I don't know why.
Ron's like one of those shots in the movies where the guy gets fucking high and then walks around his house.
Yeah.
It's just like,
this is my man cave, baby.
What are you doing?
I just turned the light on, dude, because you guys are all illuminated and I was in the dark.
Oh, we're trying to keep you that way.
Yeah, well, now you get to look at my ugly mug, dude.
We've seen it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got your man cave looks like a liquidation sale at Legends of the Field.
There's Mike Tyson right there. He's good. Yeah, he gave me some good memories.
Yeah, no, Mike. He gave me good memories too. I was 12 years old when all my buddies chipped in $5 to order Tyson Holyfield. And then for the next 4 Saturdays, because we VHS'd it and we pass it around and then go to other people's houses to rewatch the fight. That was a big deal back then.
Real big deal.
Hey, I don't know what I did with my drink.
Well, I don't know.
Did you bash Pat Robertson with the death of Pat Robertson? Because you're the big.
Because I'm a what?
The big liberal, like people are calling you. Did you bash?
I have not mentioned Pat Robertson on my show. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Ran for president.
He did. I remember that.
So, Bart, I took my son to Vegas for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals, man. And I actually called into Tony's After Dark from.
It's almost as big as Bart's show.
It is.
Yeah, it's getting big, man.
Bart comes on.
Huh?
It gets big when Bart comes on the show.
Bart's done coming on your show.
Bart's on a temporary ban.
I banned myself.
The best things ever on Tony After Dark is when Bart goes after Dave from Monona, man.
That never happens.
Yeah, never happens.
I'm going to mute you.
Oh.
We're not talking about that here.
Okay, fine.
What about who's the Gelb? Gelb's been known to pop in. Zach Gelb, Grant Bills.
Gelb, yep. Grant, sure.
We've had the Bucks.
Gelb comes into your show? I never saw that.
Who's the Bucks announcer, Cone? The female?
Justin Garcia.
Oh, Justin Garcia, but the female. Lisa Bynes?
Lisa Bynes, she's been in there.
She has.
Yeah, we scared the hell out of her and she left.
Did she talk?
No, she got the hell out of there pretty quick.
I talked about this earlier with Tim Shea. This is the second half of the pod. If you're on the pod, I talked to Tim Shea, then I'm doing my NBA finals. But speaking of Bucks announcers, I would like to try to once again get to the bottom of what Ted Davis was trying to say.
Oh, Ted.
Oh, I'm ready for
Telling
this.
people how to fan, man. Telling people how to be a fan.
Well, here's what I want to say again about Ted Davis. Let me just reset the scene. I know I've talked about this already on tonight's show. Hunter Baumgart of the game.
He's a sweetheart. He's a great guy.
This is a pro Hunter show.
Absolutely, HP4.
Good dude.
Hunter's got a great radio voice, man.
A texter into the post-game show. I'm going to crush some Culver's flavor of the day to get over this loss. So what Hunter is relaying to us, and I'm really going to lay this out. What Hunter's relaying to us is that, look, the Brewers had a hard sweep against a shitty team. I mean, I'm going to text my favorite guys on the radio talking about it and tell them, guys, this sucks. I'm going to go get some flavor of the day. We all have a good laugh. We move on with our life. Hunter puts it out there. Hey, Wisconsin, look at this. What cheers us up better than Culver's? The end. And of all the tweets that have ever been said about someone after a loss of any of our teams, Packers, Brewers, Bucks, that Ted should know, Ted Davis, former Bucks voice, decides to use this tweet to get on his soapbox and say, please stop feeling bad when your team loses. They don't care about you. They just want you to pay the $14 beers. When your team loses, it doesn't affect your life in any way. You'll be happier when you embrace this. Treat it like a show on Netflix. Brandon, who's at TMJ now, he says, treat it like a show on Netflix. Hell no, I was rated better than that. Just having some fun with Ted. Ted then goes, I called NBA games for 38 years. My team's lost nearly 1,500 games. In 2019, the Bucks lost Game 6 in Toronto after being up 2-0. That was a bummer. On the way to the bus, I found hot pizza in the press room, took the sting out of losing, went home, woke up the next day happy with life. So to condense it now, someone watched the Brewers lose, listened to their favorite postgame show, and texted the guys, man, this sucks. I'm going to eat some food. Ted Davis sees this tweeted and says, don't think about sports like this, you guys. It's just entertainment. No one cares about you. Sports are not that big of a deal. It's not life. Let me tell you about this one time when we lost so bad. To cheer up, I ate food. I don't understand what I am missing. I understand Ted's unhappy about how his career ended. But nobody has ever been relieved of their duties closer to retirement age than since the guy from Lethal Weapon. Like, you are retired. You are 2 days away from retirement, man. You're getting too old for this shit. Can one of these embattled Wisconsin or Milwaukee sportscasters that lose their job on their own accord or otherwise just go out and enjoy retirement? Do you have to fight with the Brett and Toses of the world and be a Dan Needles and say you're not good enough to be at the adults table and he sunned him? He said son? I don't understand it. Cone, I know you have thoughts, but I don't know. I don't get it.
I agree with you to an extent, Bart. I know you don't
To
like
an extent.
I think you're reading a little too into it. I mean, you kind of just got to brush it off like Gary Wolfel takes. It's Ted Davis. He's turned kind of senile. He thinks he's a martyr for, all these old retired sportscasters, journalists. They all think we owe them something because they produce this content for years and years, and they act like such martyrs when they retire. And they get out behind company lines. They can finally have full freedom of their Twitter accounts, and they can just get kind of nasty and senile is the word I use. So,
hey, was Ted fired or what happened there? Was he fired from TMJ?
No, Ted was the Bucks. He was a Bucks employee.
Okay.
The Bucks moved on. They wanted something different.
I kind of agree with what Cohen's saying too. The Bucks do not have the best way of letting go of employees. Larry Drew was not a good one. Johnny Mack. What happened to Johnny Mack?
Ted can be upset that he lost his job. I mean, he can absolutely be upset about that. But the other way to spin it would be that he walked out on top. It's
Right.
not like he was 45 years old and did something and got canceled. Like Ted may have retired the year after. I mean, he's at retirement age.
He had a great career too. He had
a long career. He just said 37 years, and he goes out on top with an NBA championship. I mean, use that as your brand. It's the Donald Driver, corollary or whatever we call these things. Donald Driver had a chance to play with the Vikings.
Yeah.
But instead he goes, no, that's going to hurt me long term. I'll be viewed a different way. And now the guy's out doing the softball game. He's doing Zero in Wisconsin. He's at Quick Trip. He's got his own cousin subs. That probably doesn't happen to the level it is if he goes with the Vikings. So he took a situation and thought long term, just like my guy, Adrian Griffin, who was told he wasn't going to be a Buck and then thought I could keep playing, maybe go overseas, or I got this coaching job offered to me. I could be a coach long term. Some people think long term, some think short term. And I'll sympathize with Ted to an extent because I am staying. I think short term because I say even tonight on tonight's show,
hold yourself.
A lot of things that I'm like, fuck, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Well,
if I want
I'll
a
be
job
right back, guys.
Okay,
all right, Ron. Yeah,
I'll
sure.
kind of back what you're saying here.
But what I'm thinking, I am thinking short term. I'm thinking what's going to keep this relevant. I'm not thinking about my next thing. But if I was retired,
True.
the last thing I would try to do, the last thing I would want to do is to have a career where I was one thing to everybody. Like I'm still the same old dick that I was before. It's just now I say fuck sometimes, right? I don't think that the personality's really changed, okay? But some of these guys, they lose their job and then they're like, I can break the shackles. I've actually been a dick this whole time, and now I want to be one. Instead of us like Brett and Tosa probably grew up watching Dan Needles for 30 years. And then Dan retires, and then Brett says something, and Dan says, son,
He's getting
you're
sun.
not welcome to the adults table? Like, why would – I just don't understand why you would do that. So that's my piece on it.
I got a couple questions. Does Brett's new baby now have a grandfather in Dan Needles?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Cohen, I'm blocked by Dan Needles and Q, which is interesting.
You blocked you?
I'm also blocked by Q.
Q.
Well, I know I Q blocked Tony, but I won't talk about it.
Okay.
Lois says petition to get Tim Shea back.
Hey, Lois.
Tomorrow morning, Lois, I do 30 minutes with Tim Shea. It'll be on YouTube.
Tim's a
Who's
stud.
that?
And who is that?
Driver.
Hell yeah.
Donald Driver, baby.
Double D.
The anti-Ted Davis.
Yeah.
The anti-Ted Davis, as Bart would say.
To one more thing.
Got a lot of commercials, a lot of promos.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing on the media people. Andrew Wagner is the only person that can play that senile bit really, really well. So credit to Andrew. He's been on fire lately.
I knew that guy at Conan McGuire's.
You did?
Yeah, he was when I was in
I'm
town.
gonna hook up with Wags for something soon.
So when you guys go at it, is that just all banter or is that serious?
You need your fireside chat.
You want me to speak for real?
Yeah, does Wagner and Bart go at it, and I don't know if that's real or not.
Wagner's been like the nicest guy to me in this whole industry.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think we realized quickly, like, we're both kind of like pricks.
Same guy.
So we got along in that regard. But yeah, Wagner, it was funny. He was posting on Facebook. Like he doesn't cover the Brewers anymore. And then he had to go fill in and do AP over the weekend. And on Facebook, he's like, back to this hellhole where I hated the last 6 years of my life. And everyone's like, Wagner, what do you mean? He goes, oh yeah, I've always hated you fucking people. I don't know. Yeah, that's funny. But he's still got, I don't know, it's different. Whatever.
Yeah,
Bart, did you set a date for your Bart Winkler meetup?
I'm going to go to the game on the 23rd of August. That will be a Brewers Day game against the Twins. I thought about buying a bunch of cheap tickets and handing them out. Not sure I'm going to do that. But I wonder, can I rent the Miller Lite deck or some shit? Is that tickets?
That's probably more expensive than buying 400 level tickets.
Shay would know. Ask Shay.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't want to be like, hey, it's, hey, I got 25 people that come here, and then we're next to fucking Miss Keither's 6th grade class.
It's the summer. The kids are out of school.
I don't know. Kids go to school earlier and earlier every year, it seems.
And why are they getting dumber?
I don't know. You know, in Japan, they go year round.
Because they weren't for 2 years.
They're kicking our ass and everything.
Mm-hmm. They go year round. Anything else?
Do they really go to school?
Yeah, otherwise?
They're kicking our ass now. Jeez, all the foreigners taking over.
What?
They grab 5 times as many engineers per year as the U.S.
Really?
China does, yeah.
China.
Anything else going on? I know this isn't like a big Badger podcast, but I'm kind of excited about the Luke Fickell era.
Oh, this is a Badger podcast.
Bandwagon, Bart. Come on.
Badger football, Cone.
You are a real one. You are.
Hey,
a real
I think it's gonna be pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
LA and stuff. It's gonna be like old Rose Bowls. I love it.
I've got a Mordecai future bet for the Heisman at like some ridiculous amount.
See,
don't
I
even
can't
know
play
what it
that
is.
here because Wisconsin can't do college sports on your own team. I can't do a future on the Badgers here.
Yeah, same here in New Jersey. I can't bet on Rutgers or Seton Hall or St. Anthony's
I
or
bet
any
you
other.
that cost you a lot of money back in your day, a lot of missed opportunities.
Oh yeah, man. I have offshore books too, so
Cone, I almost considered about doing a Badger post game show.
Really?
that would be cool.
Saturdays might be hard.
Oh, for football coming up.
I mean, I love college football.
Yeah, you do. Just make a post football, college football show.
Maybe I'll do my top 25 every week.
There you go. You could
Some
live.
guy in the comments hates Cone and says compare their populations, you dumb fuck bag head.
That's Matt.
That's Matt. Yes.
Well, yeah. Good.
Mhm. MC says I was going to put $100 on the Brewers to win the World Series at Pato, but it wasn't available. What's up with that? This is a classic. This is a great situation. Pato, for the first time ever, decided not to cost somebody money. They're actually helping you out. They're actually closed today for renovations, believe it or not.
How is the sports book operation there?
It's good. The issue that I've had is when you want to cash in your tickets, the people that cash your ticket out are the same people that take bets from people. And most average Americans go to the window, like not the window, but the machine. But some of these old guys come with their fucking poker visor hats and their pen and last Friday's newspaper and are circling shit. And it takes them 25 minutes just so I can cash out a $60 bet I had on Bucks -4, you know?
That's tough.
Yeah.
The Beer Baron says Badgers basketball is better than Badgers football. I disagree with that, but Badgers basketball did sign a 4-star point guard, ESPN top 100 dude from Minnesota. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks good.
He looks
He
good.
probably played on Tony's AAU team, man.
No, I mean,
What's up?
yeah, the AU circuit, man, down here is
How's
pretty.
my guy Bryson doing?
Hey, I don't talk about that about a lot, but Bryson was awesome this weekend. I told his dad he's got a chance to go to college, man, and keep that up. He can play in college.
Why don't you pipeline his ass to UW Milwaukee?
He definitely's got Panther material written all over
You
him.
know, Panther fans are worried that Lundy's going to leave already.
They should be.
The Charlotte 49ers, their coach left, and Lundy's like from that area.
Uh-oh.
Bring
Yeah,
back.
Panther fans they're not in a good space right now.
Hey, but it gives you a new episode if there's a new head coach because you can just interview them.
Yeah, but I was kind of getting a little rapport with Lundy. Like, I saw him in real life once. And we talked.
Best
Yeah.
friend.
Got
So-
to say art.
And if Lundy, you know, you want to meet these guys at UW and hope like they turn into fucking, what's his name?
Bruce Pearl.
Yeah. And then you're like, hey, I know Bruce Pearl. Otherwise, he turns into Laval Jordan, who's calling games for FS2. Like, come on. Ain't need that.
Hey,
So,
well,
Bart, go ahead.
Ron.
Rod, I was going to
Oh.
say really quick, just for you, Rod. It's like you and I. We grew up with Chris Hero, hooping it up in
Yes.
Dallas. And all of a sudden, his kid, Chris was a good ball player, too. Could have gone D1.
Yes, he was.
And, you know, he was always really nice to me. I know he went to the bathroom in the wrong bathroom, but he was always cool with me. And then his kid's in the NBA. Go figure.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone, you know, that's Chris Hero's claim to fame is that he went to the wrong bathroom, but you know, he probably had a few beers in him or whatever. The line was too long. I don't know. I mean, I see women do it all the time. Women always go into the men's bathroom, you know, and they get a pass, you know. So whatever. I guess I'm going to defend him because I grew up with him and I played high school basketball with him. So, but he's a good guy, and his son's in the NBA. And quite frankly, you know, Tony, you had mentioned earlier that all the Caucasian players in the NBA are from Europe, and you know, Chris Hero is probably one of the best Caucasian
Tyler.
American players. Sparky in Bart's old station would always say, like, there's no like Caucasian American players, and Tyler Hero's one of the best ones out there, man. I mean, the guy won 6th man of the year. He averages over 20 points a game. He's got a pretty
Can
complete
I cut you
game.
off? We have boots on the ground.
All right. What does that mean?
We're worldwide right now. I've got Ron in Jersey, Cone in Phoenix, Tony in Texas, Marcus in Denver.
Whoa!
Wow.
Denver correspondent.
I'm a little late to the party. I should have called when I was downtown at the craziness, but it was starting to go a little south, so we left.
Oh shit! What happened?
Were there
Just
gunshots fired?
Like,
Yeah, we had gunshots at our party. You?
Yeah.
People kept, yeah, definitely no Milwaukee 13 people getting shot. That's for sure. But there's like all these people were like hanging on the light poles, and then they just drop and fall into the crowd. And then the next guy would go up on the light pole and just drop into the crowd. And it was pretty crazy. A lot of fireworks, a lot of people. I wanted the Heat to win, so I was a little upset. I wasn't enjoying myself that much. But
you got to be in the thick of it. You went down there to see what would happen.
Yeah, I'll send you a video
of the pole.
I have people on the pole, not of the guys jumping off the pole though. But did you guys have the National Guard in Milwaukee? There's like full-on military Humvees. Everybody's suited up, SWAT teams. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have all the action on my phone. I probably should have called like 20 minutes earlier, but I gotta work in the morning, so.
No.
Hey, is it me? But does Marcus look like Joe Zanzola?
Zach, I was gonna say the same thing, man.
Oh, geez, these guys are partying. I can't even hear you right now.
Where is it? Just some house?
Yeah, just some apartment.
Go in there.
Yeah, go in there. Crash it. Crash it.
Look at it. Let me see. Can I flip this? Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Beware of dog! Beware of dog!
Rottweiler's
my dog. Oh, how do I flip this camera around? What the fuck?
All right,
this is my
Bart.
first time on the StreamYard. Sorry, Bart.
You're leaving, Cone? See you, buddy.
See you guys.
Hey, Cone. Hope that cut on your knee heals up, brother.
What's up, Marcus?
Nothing. I was just talking to Cone. But yeah, I just wanted to chime in. I probably called at the worst time. I should have called while I was down there, but big fan, Bart.
Well, big fan of you.
I'm trying.
You've been a long time part of the festivities.
Long time. I think the first episode I listened to was February 2018, so just surpassed my 5 years of fandom.
Well, good. That gave us 2 years for Chuck and I to work out our kinks. I mean, they were still there, but Jesus, those first 2 years, like.
Marcus, you live in Denver, like, permanently?
Yes, sir. I lived in Colorado for 11 years, but I lived in Breckenridge for 8 or 9, and I lived in Denver for 3.
So we have a question for you. MC is actually asking a topic that we talked about earlier. How would you rank the fandom? Rockies, Broncos, Avs, Nuggets.
Wow, Ron, now that's a co-host.
Oh, Rockies are definitely last.
Okay.
See, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Someone told me they draw 35 a game.
Yeah.
I'd say Broncos are definitely number 1.
I said that too.
Did you say Avs number 2?
Nuggets, Avs. I'd probably say Avs number 2 and then Nuggets. I don't know. It's hard to say because both teams have won championships now in the past 2 years. So a lot of fair weatherness. So it's kind of hard to judge. But I mean, even through the hard times, Avs definitely had more fans than the Nuggets. Nuggets definitely, I don't know. I'd say, Broncos, Avs, Nuggets, Rockies.
Wow.
They,
what about our teams? Packers 1. Who's 2?
Packers, Brewers, Bucks.
Yeah.
On a state level.
Yeah, I'd think with my heart on that one and not my brain.
Growing up, I went from I might have been Brewers first for a
Brewers was number one with me, Bart. It was number one with me because I came up through in the early 80s.
I've always been I've been Packers, Brewers, Bucks until I moved here full time. Bucks took over.
See, I was Brewers, Bucks, Packers because the Packers sucked in the 80s. You know that.
Trey Young tweeted tonight, "We next, ring emoji, trophy emoji."
You're lying. He did not.
He tweeted it, yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Marcus, you ever been to Swanky's? How many
Oh yeah.
times?
That's exactly where I was just at.
Oh wow,
Fuck yeah.
small world, man. Ron, you know it all.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
did you hear that?
What was that?
That was some drunk lady yelling, "Go Nuggets!"
Hey,
No,
can
it's
you
going
yell at
to.
the top of your lungs like, "Repeat"?
No, I'm
Yell
too,
some shit.
I'm too sober for that.
Nah, I don't care. That's even better. Yell, "Give me buckets."
Go Bucks!
Nothing?
Did you hear me?
I heard you.
Oh no, I got nothing. I'm about to walk past the lady that was yapping at my dog super loud, so I'm going up the stairs.
We got to
now.
get a Bucks Nugget run.
Dude, oh man, this was the
Hey,
year for
You
that
think
part.
if we had got that far, we would have even had a chance? I think we would have lost.
To this Nuggets team
Yeah.
with Bud as the coach,
Yes, but
and we have home court.
yeah.
So, Marcus, are there a lot of like,
Okay, I'll say we would have lost.
I think so too.
So if the Bucks played the Nuggets, that means they get their cakewalk. We got through the Heat, we got through the Knicks, we got through Boston.
Right.
Bud's still the coach. We played this team with Jokic. Giannis against Jokic. Middleton's healthy. Brooke, Drew.
I think Drew would have locked down Jamal Murray for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Holiday covers Murray. Who's covering the Brooke?
Minimum it goes
Brooke.
6. We have home court. Probably goes 7. Stuff.
It would have been a good finals. A lot better in this one.
This one could turn into a great finals if the Heat won tonight, or if ESPN gave a shit about promoting their product.
Right. And there were probably 2 good games in this finals, and you're right about the I hate ESPN for all these big games, man. They just suck.
I think the Heat should get some credit though. They had no Hero, no Oladipo. This is what I'm sipping on, Bart. You know about
What is that?
this? Some Mexican apple soda.
Beer Baron says this has been an elite episode. Gives credit to Ron in Jersey.
Ron.
How do I turn this camera around, Bart?
Hey, whoa, another human. You know, there's another
he
no
left.
person
Marcus
behind me
in
went
Denver
away.
just dropped.
There was another person behind me just went away.
Yeah, he evaporated, man.
Down a
He's
man.
in there.
Is that on purpose? You know this
Oh,
person?
he's back. He's back.
Who's by you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
that's
got
my wife.
His
Oh,
girlfriend. huh?
hi.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to play this video for you.
For me?
I can't flip this camera around.
Oh, okay. All right. What was that last part?
That was my wife sitting on my shoulders.
Oh.
I want to see the people falling off, man.
I
Anyone falling
only
off?
have that in my brain, unfortunately.
Oh, that's only in your brain.
Yeah.
Now I went you solo and I don't know how to go back.
Yeah, I was like staring at myself. I was like, damn, did I fuck something up here?
No shit. Hold on.
Oh,
All right,
check me out,
Marcus,
though.
you're in charge now. Run the show, dude.
All right, here's my Antetokounmpo jersey hanging up. There's my
Nice.
skateboards.
There we go.
You know, Brazil flag for my wife.
Dude, Brazilian wife. I like that.
Yeah.
Does she speak Portuguese?
Yep.
Yep. Nice.
Fala Portuguese.
Prove it, Mrs. Marcus in Denver.
Ele fala, você fala português.
Eu?
Sim.
Eu falo não.
Sim, fala.
Oi, tudo bem?
Nice, dude.
Get a drop in Portuguese for the Bart Winkler Show, a little promo in Portuguese.
Oh, I'd probably have
ask her
to. I don't know how to say
promote,
that.
Happy Place App in
Hey, how do you
Portuguese.
say Bucks and 6 in Portuguese?
Bucks in 6. Você entende?
Bucks and 6?
Sim, em português.
I don't know what is bucket.
She sounds very
Bucks, my team.
doing well for yourself,
In
Mark.
6.
Book
Good job,
6.
Mark.
Bucks in 6.
Book 6.
Bucks in 6.
That's
Not that cool. So.
No,
I could-
it sounds
I could
Spanish
have
to me,
fucking
man.
told you that.
All right,
Hey, are
y'all.
there a lot of like stoner drum circles?
No, you ain't leaving now.
Me? Oh shit. Bet. What's up with the Brewers, man? We got swept by the A's. Did we already talk about that? Am I too late?
Mm-mm.
No, we didn't talk about the Brewers since I've been on.
Ron's
I
been
bet
on-
on the Rays to beat the A's today. I didn't even look at that.
The A's played today.
Yeah, they played the Rays, the Tampa Rays.
Oh yeah,
I bet
that's
on-
in Oakland. Who won?
I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. I bet on the Rays to win on the run line -1.5.
Ooh, it's 4-3 Oakland in the ninth. They're going to go on a 9-game winning streak. If the Rays lose to Oakland, the Rays are the best team in the league. Oakland keeps winning. This series is going to be like, it's going to look better. It's going to be like when the Bucks lost to the Heat. Everyone thought that what a disaster it was, but now Oakland's going to go in there and beat the Rays, and it's not going to be that bad. Everyone cool out.
They're making that pitch to Vegas. They're saying, see, we can win games if we want. If we got a contract on the line, we'll knock a few out.
Marcus, you're currently, according to the comments, the 5th favorite person in here. We're all in a tie for 5, and it looks like your wife is number 1 in the
That's funny. Hey, that's fine.
All right, well, I'm going to wrap up the show.
Marcus,
All right, I'm going to hop off here, Bart. Sorry I
Yeah,
didn't
but
call
good
you
to
like
see you,
20
man.
minutes earlier.
No, I'm great. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you as well. Come on out to that Packer trip you were gonna take to Vegas. Take it
No,
to
we're going
Denver.
to Pittsburgh now.
Oh, damn! My pops is coming out for that in October, so I'll
Yeah.
try to get some boots on the ground footage for you then too.
Good. We'll need it.
All right, have a good night, y'all. Peace.
Here, buddy. You too?
well, hey, Bart, before I leave, the NBA season's over with. You know, it's kind of sad to see. What's the schedule like for the live shows during the summer? Are you just going to pop it in on us, or what are you going to do here?
That's a good question. So I need to find a way to come up with more Packer-related content because that's what hits. That's what hits.
Steve the Homer True figured that out a long time ago, man. He used to do
Here
the
I am trying to
Packer.
be the Bucks guy, and it's like then the Bucks lose in the first round. When should I come on next? I don't know. You know what? The Monday things have been working out good.
Do we even have a first round draft pick for the Bucks? Can we even do a preview for the NBA draft?
Well, when is the draft?
It's coming up a week or two.
I think we traded like 7 second-round picks for that
Holy
Marquette
fuck, the
dude.
draft's next week? Oh, Jesus Christ. Guess what?
What?
I'm in
What?
Madison that night.
Oh, looks like, hey, Ron, we'll do an after dark.
No,
preview.
he's not frozen.
Ron, what happened?
I work in Madison that night.
Oh, man. Well,
What do the Bucks pick? Late as fuck?
I don't think they have a pick, do they?
Yeah, aren't they like 103?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Bucks
Well-
2023 draft. No, let me answer your question. Are you leaving me?
No, I just want to know when you're going to broadcast next live.
Well, I would like to do the NBA draft, but I just realized I worked that night in Madison, and I wouldn't get home until 10:45.
Hey, let me ask you this. Would you ever do like what Johnny Carson used to do with Joe and Rivers back in the day? Maybe have a Tim Shea host the Bart Winkler Show?
Sure.
That'd be fun.
I could do a show maybe driving home.
Yeah, there you go.
Tim Shea style, man.
He does it all the time. Taxi cab confessions with Shea.
Ron, you want to guest host the Bucks draft?
Sure, man. I don't know shit about the Bucks draft, but I'll guest host.
All right, so I've been doing Monday lives, right?
Yeah.
Let me stick to that for the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
Bucks, the Brewers play the next 3 Mondays. Oh, and I'm not gonna do July 3rd though, probably.
No.
I'll do the next 2 Mondays. And then I could do a draft show, but at like 10:40 at night.
I'll tune into that. I'll get in.
I mean, I'm going to tape one anyway, so I might as well do it live to see if anyone's awake.
Isn't like the like guy who's supposed to be drafted number 1 supposed to be the next like LeBron or something?
No, he's supposed to be the first Victor.
Yeah, whatever. Like
He's just
stud,
yeah, but you're right.
player.
Yeah.
And who has that pick?
Spurs.
Oh wow. Pop. Is Pop still coaching them?
He is. People forget.
He's getting old, man.
Yeah.
Should I do a MLB All-Star game live on the 11th of July?
Well, I like the home run.
That would be cool.
Home run derby would be better, Bart.
Home run derby live?
Yeah.
Should I do a home run derby watch party? Will the Brewers have anyone in it?
No.
Will Brett Anderson be in it? Will Owen Miller be in the home run derby?
Will they have any all-stars? Who's their all-star this year?
The Brewers?
Yeah.
Devin.
Yeah, okay, good call, Devin.
Well, that's
I think
the
the Brewers, yeah. I think the Brewers Twitter account tweeted out that Weimer was vote for him for the All-Star game, man.
No, they said Rookie of the Year, and then
Or Rookie of the Year.
Someone said this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
I did like your interview with the guy from the minor leagues.
David Blake.
Yeah, good dude. I like the interview. I enjoyed it this morning.
I enjoyed it too. That was a really good interview.
Dude, that kid is going places.
Yeah. How'd you find that guy?
I filled in for him 1 game last year for the Dock Spiders for Fond du Lac. And so that's what I did right away was like the guy, because I know the guy, the Dock Spiders, he's like, hey, my guy he's graduating, so can you do a game? I go, absolutely. Actually took a day off from the Fan to do it. And then I'm like, well, let me listen to what he sounds like. And I was like thinking that he was going to suck ass. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. This guy's good as shit. He's good, man.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was a good interview. I like the Jackson Churio comments. And what's his feel about Churios? Do you feel like he's going to be the real deal, or what's the vibe you got from him?
Yeah, Churio's the real deal.
Real deal? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then one of the guys we talked about, Abner Uribe, I think he got called up now since we started talking. So, yeah,
Mark, you got to bring back that Mark Murphy skit, man, that you do.
Oh, I fucking hate that guy.
Evil Mark Murphy? I don't want to do that anymore.
Mark Murphy, man. I
love
that.
Mark Murphy. I'm a Mark Murphy honk now.
Well, I think he's good, like maybe like a quarterly thing. You're right. I'm with you on that one, Ron.
Well, I think he does a once a month email answer, and that's when Bart would.
How about this? How about I get Mark Murphy on?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Why not?
I don't know.
So we're getting, believe it or not, we're getting close to the year anniversary of me starting this.
Wow.
And I'm going to try to get some big names. Including
get Chris Hero on, man.
Yeah, I could get Chris Hero on. Call Chris right now and say, sorry, man. Tony, call him.
Oh, I can't.
I'll call him.
I would. It's my phone right there.
Should I call him?
Yeah.
Call Tyler Hero's dad?
Probably get some good live contact, man. I'll call him right now.
Yeah, call him.
Say why?
All right, I'll call him. He's not going to pick up, but I'll call him.
He might.
Why didn't Tyler play?
I'll put it on speaker.
I'm
going to post this clip online if it hits.
Hi, you reached voicemail of Chris Harrell. He's unable to get to the phone. Please leave a message and he'll get back to you as soon as possible.
That's
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time.
He has his wife answer his message, his voice message. That's his wife's voice. That's pretty funny.
His voice mailbox is full.
Yeah, man. A lot of people calling about Tyler. Like, why wasn't he playing tonight, man?
Yeah, like I had over on 4.5 points. What the fuck?
Yeah. People are pissed off, dude.
They should be. All right, boys. Good show. Thanks for being here.
Peace, Bart. Next time.
Peace, man.
See you, Ron.
Yep. Catch you later, Tony. Take care. Bye-bye.
You guys are naturals.